We're now live. All right. So, first thing, I am moving the date of the exam. Some of you know that already. Not to add extra material, but rather to give you guys more time to learn the stuff that was already assigned. So the date is going to be next Wednesday, which is Wednesday, February 20th. If you need some other accommodation, let me know and we'll work them out. Okay, the way it works is that the exam will show up as a quiz on Canvas. So if you go to the quiz tab and you click on it, you'll see the first exam there. So it's 30 multiple choice questions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. The exam will be open from Tuesday midnight until Wednesday midnight. So you have a 24-hour period to take it. And like I said, if you need me to move that window, I can do that. So once you start the exam, you'll have an hour to take it. I actually give you a little more time than that. Time shouldn't be an issue. Most people get through it in about 45 minutes. So you should have plenty of time. Except for Morgan. Kidding.
I usually take a little bit longer. You have plenty of time, don't worry.
Okay. So does everybody sort of understand how it's going to work?
Yep.
Good. All right. So let me share my screen and switch over to course outline for a second. Well, that didn't work. Sometimes you click the button and it just doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, so here's the course outline. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so the exam will cover the first 4 topics. Okay, what is the microeconomic way of thinking, theories of supply and demand, elasticity, and the theory of consumer behavior. So that's the first 6 modules. Okay, economic thinking, choice in a world of scarcity, supply and demand applications, elasticity, and utility. Okay. Finding consumer equilibrium is challenging, but there's a simple procedure. If you follow the procedure, you'll get the right answer every time. And if you click on this link right here, it tells you how to do it. Let's see if that link works. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it's there, it works. What I would do is read the treatment in Waymaker and then watch the video and make sure you understand that it should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, you should also, I hope you read the Harvard article. That's a good review if you haven't read it. And we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, let me move back to you guys. Stop sharing the screen. Here we go. Okay. So Mar and Morgan already know the drill. Hey, Adam. Because they were in my class last semester. There are basically 3 kinds of questions that I ask. There are sort of definitional questions, show that you know what opportunity cost means, show that you know what the theory of demand means, that kind of thing. There are simple applications of those things So a simple application of the theory of demand would say something like, if the price goes down, what happens to the quantity? And you have to know it goes up. And then there are two problems on the exam. Okay, the first problem is a supply and demand problem, just like assignment 3, the first group assignment, where I give you a scenario, and then I change something, and then I change something else, and then I put them together. So you literally have to go through all the same steps that you did on the assignment, on assignment 3. So make sure you know how to do that. Okay. The second kind of problem is a consumer equilibrium problem, where I give you a scenario and you have to identify the consumer equilibrium. Consumer equilibrium is literally how you spend your budget. It's the combination of goods that you choose given your budget constraint and assuming that you want to maximize your utility. So that video explains exactly how to figure it out. Okay, that video was from an earlier semester, and so it's actually me talking, and so it would be just like coming to class. Okay. I think that's all I have to say. What questions do you guys have?
I thought you said that there were 3 types of questions, unless I misunderstood.
You misunderstood. Let me, or I misspoke. The 3 types of questions are definitional, simple applications, and these 2 kinds of problems.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, no problem. No, that's a good question. Morgan probably had the same question.
Yes, I did.
Great picture, Jennifer.
I don't know how that happened. I don't even know whatever.
Other questions?
I have another question.
Great.
How much do we have to write for the problems?
0. Okay. The problems are set up in multiple choice format, so I literally walk you through them. So with the supply and demand problem, I would say, part 1 is, does the supply curve shift or the demand curve shift? Part 2 would be, what happens to the equilibrium price? Part 3 would be, what happens to the equilibrium quantity? So it's very structured that way.
I have to live right now.
So zero words.
About ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get some clothes on and I'll bring you home.
Sounds like my house. Haley? Haley?
Yes.
Hey there. How'd your group work out?
Worked out great.
Good. Same question for the rest of you. Did things work out, or did you have difficult people to work with, or?
I think in my case, I don't think we had difficult people to work with. It was just driving everybody's schedule was our challenge.
Yep.
So,
I understand.
and then I think for me, with working on my part of working on the group stuff, I think I some parts of it I understood, but I don't think I fully understood as much of it as I wanted to or thought I did.
Right.
So,
well, all of this stuff is we will. It's not like we do it one time and we never do it again. So it comes with practice.
Okay.
Other questions? Aaron, you got to get a webcam by the end of the semester, okay?
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting a complex here. I'm thinking you're probably a 13-year-old girl or something. Other questions?
I just had a comment from my team. Mohammed was amazing. I'm glad I was assigned to work with him.
Good, good. Glad to hear it.
So based on what you were saying, as far as the outline for the exam, we should be up through the utility module.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's okay. Trying to think. Okay.
So, you know, I'll be accessible between now and Wednesday. You can shoot me an email. You can come to my physical office hours if you want. We can set up a private Google Hangout if you have questions that you want to talk about. We can talk by phone. You know, I'm here. But I can't know if you need help until you tell me.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Adam, I like your beard.
Thank you. It was much longer a month ago.
Yeah, I need a trim. All right. Well, if there are no more questions, I have some dinner to cook. So I wish you well, and you know, let me know if I can help somehow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the time.
Yep. Bye-bye.